Welcome to the Telford Tigers highlights package. The Tigers took on the Bees Ice Hockey Club at the Telford Ice Rink. It was a 3 o'clock face-off on Saturday. Let's take a look at the first period action.
I'm here with head coach this afternoon, Tom Watkins, ahead of the Bees match. Good afternoon, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
How's your week been?
Not as busy as last week, but still busy and still doing a lot of preparation and making sure everything we've done is done correctly and safely. Players have been great, staff have been great, and everyone's buying in to make sure that it is done safely and in a positive way.
So a different challenge this week against the Bees. What do you expect they're going to bring to the table?
It's really difficult because, again, you don't know how some guys will fit into their roster. Tonight's first night, you really had a good look at lines just in warm-up and things like that. So I think they're probably a bit top-heavy in their group. Their offense probably is a little bit stronger perhaps than their D. They've got good goaltending. So we just got to be, we've got to come out of the blocks, and I think that's always our focus, certainly the first 5 minutes.
Okay, all our teams still together?
Well, we've got a couple of guys missing this evening.
Okay.
But we've still got 6D, four groups of forwards, so we've got plenty of depth.
Who's out then for us?
Corey's not playing, Ashley Calvert's not playing.
Oh, right, okay. Back next week, or?
At the moment, not sure.
Right, okay.
Trying to catch me out?
No, I'm just asking a question, that's all. The fans will want to know, I'm pretty sure. So you expect, as long as we start fast,
well, you can't expect anything, right? You've got to come in, you've got to put a shift in. We'll try and roll our 4 blocks of forward lines as quickly as we can, get everybody in the game. I think a big part of our focus tonight is trying not to take so many minor penalties. Well, that cost us a lot of energy last week, a lot of 5-on-5 times.
Last week, yeah.
But you've got to try and stay out of the box.
Okay, so you've had 2 weeks now to train with the guys. Impressing you all the time? Are you learning as well as them?
Practice kind of settles a little bit when you get into the groove and guys get to know. So we probably weren't quite as quick as we were the first couple of weeks, but the standard, the tempo is still there. The quality's starting to come out a little bit more. Before last weekend, Ross Venus hadn't been on the ice. So he's had a good couple of sessions this week. Lacko's had a couple extra that they've been able to make use of. And equally, everybody then's just starting to get to know each other. The banter's good. There's plenty of noise in the dressing room and out here, which is the main thing.
So does that mean Tom Watkins is excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Of course I'm excited. This is going to be fun. We had some really good encounters last year with the Bees. Doug's a good coach. He'll have them certainly up for it. They come hard. They play pretty physical from my memory from last season. But it'll be interesting to see how the likes of Long, Hookie, Waller integrate into that team.
Excellent. Right, we'll let you get all prepped up, and we'll speak to you again later on.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, it is very strange coming into the rink mid-afternoon. So yeah, we'll see how the teams get on as they square off the face-off.
Lined up for the Telford Tigers: Silverthorne, Kieran Brown, Plant. Line up as the Bees win the draw. 94 sends it round the back of the net on the backhand. That's Mogg. Telford Tigers pick up the puck in the middle, try to get it through. It bounces off a Bracknell stick. Shot comes in from Weaver, and it caught Chamberlain on the glove, and there's a bit of a grimace in there. Silverthorne behind the net, passes in front. Plant didn't quite get his stick to it now, and Chamberlain with a backhand pass down to the right wing. Hook comes in, winds up, fake, steps inside and makes a great shot into the body of Brad Day, who freezes it down for a stoppage in play, and that's a good offensive break from the Bees there. Nice quick stretch pass, intercepted well by Steed. Looks to turn around and make the pass, but this one's been intercepted by Sam Watkins. Comes into the high slot, gets the shot away, and the netminder traps it just under his left elbow. He wasn't sure where the puck was. He was holding his arm into his body to trap the puck for a stoppage in play, but a great break from Sam Watkins. And what we've seen the Tigers do a couple of times in neutral ice is intercept that pass and get a mid-ice transition turnover and get a shot on target. And that's really encouraging for Tom on the bench, I'd imagine. Lakovic picking it up once again. Schroeder's got plenty of space at the point. He reads it well. Passes up to him. A great shot on the ice. Tries to get a tip from McKenzie. Just runs to the right-hand side of his stick. Deflects off the boards. Held down low now by the Tigers' defence. Standing up on the blue line.
Called
and a
against
penalty
Bees,
has been given.
88, I think it's Martin, isn't it? Yeah, Joshua Martin looks
boarding,
like it.
by the looks of it. Which will give the Telford Tigers their first power play of the game at 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Ross Venus. Up at the back shot, Lakovic makes the shot. Netminder reaches out with his catching mitt but doesn't connect with the puck. Tigers keep possession. Venus up to Jones. Switches position, back to Venus, comes in on the top of the circle, back to Jones, winds up, shoots, takes a deflection into Antonov, carries the puck out, backhands it, great pass across, and Antonov working over there on the penalty kill, working with Smith to gain the penalty kill, and Antonov not giving up as he hustles on the wall with Lakovic for the Tigers. Line change coming in, McKenzie carries it out. That stick went pretty high, but not deemed to be a penalty. Perrin, the referee, was right there on it. Schroeder carries the puck in, tries to fake it through, comes through the other side with it, gets the shot from the red, and it's in off the back of the net. That's a fantastic shot. Cole Schroeder on the red line, shoots right across the netminder. I didn't think he saw the shot come in. It deflects from either his stick or equipment into the net, and goal for Telford Tigers. You know, Kieran Long was right to make the hit because it was in retaliation from the first hit that Mitchell made on the blue line, but that's going to set us up for a physical game. Bradley on the slot, gets the shot away. Brad Day with a blocker save and deflection, and a great shot from Fielder, ends up deflecting off the crossbar, bouncing down. That's the best opportunity that the Bees have had tonight, but the pipe work was to deny Deakin a chance to score for the Bees here at Telford Ice Rink tonight. Schroeder picks up the puck. Looks for the long stretch pass to Antonov, picks it up through neutral ice, backhands it off the wall. Telford try and clear it out. Venus gets the puck in his feet. Weaver onto Venus. Ross Venus now drives it through the slot. He's on the backhand. He tries to delay it. McKenzie comes in, tips it back to Weaver, tries to pull it on the forehand. A stick check from Antonov prevented the shot up to the point, and a shot comes in from Clements, just goes wide. It's bouncing off a couple of sticks there. Weaver, shot on the ice. The rebound comes out. Silverthorne picks up behind the net. 30 seconds, plenty of time to make a play. Silverthorne picks up the puck, plants in support, just coming in behind him, backing him up, gets the puck, it turns over in a couple of skates. There's a bit of confusion of where the puck is, but the Bees have got possession. Hit finish there by Galazzi against Kieran Brown. Perrin, referee, right in front of it, says no way. He was on the puck, he played it, he took the hit. Now Kieran Brown doesn't take well to hits being finished, and he'll definitely be looking to gain the best of evening the score, as we say. But the referee was right there, and a great first period, James, with the Tigers with a 1-goal lead.
At the end of the period, the Telford Tigers were a goal up. We'll take a look at the second period in a couple of ticks after this break.
we're here now with Telford new boy Kieran Brown. How did you find that, young man?
Yeah, it's good, you know, obviously to get back playing. That's one thing, but obviously the game is going pretty well, but we need to get more shots on net. Going into the next period, one up, but we need to keep skating and chucking on the net, man, because the goalie's chucking out rebounds.
How are you finding it settling in with the Telford guys here?
Oh, it's great. It's really professional. You know, it's like coming to the Steelers, man. But yeah, it's great. Obviously, I like to be on a new team, new guys. It's just good to be in the room.
So already the Telford fans have took a liking to you because of your go-get attitude. You don't take no messing. You hit, you shoot on net whenever you can. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's good. That's what I like to do. I like to hit, score goals. You know, that's what I like to do. So. Yeah, it's good to get the fans on your side nice and early.
So obviously last year you was with Steel Dogs and the Steelers as well. Coming here, like I know you've just said it's professional, but what do you think extra that Tommy brings to the table?
I guess he treats the players like really well. He's really vocal on the ice. Like in practice, he's always there chatting to you. That's one thing that I really like with a coach.
All right. So how can you see this going then? Because it's quite even at the minute. Do you think they'll fold under the pressure? The Bees?
Who knows? Hopefully they do. We'll keep pressuring them and hopefully take the 2 points home.
Brilliant, mate. We'll let you crack on. Thank you ever so much for talking to us.
Thank
and
you.
Hopefully man of the match later.
Oh, we'll see. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Let's take a look at the second period action. The Telford Tigers have got a 1-goal lead as the players head back out into the ice. Let's see how they get on in the second period.
And now, Clements, last man. Swift little pass along the blue line to Weaver. Plays it off the boards up to Silverthorne. Ross Venus straddling the blue line, tries to pick the puck, but it's picked up by Hook now, and a late hit comes in from the Bees, and that was so unrequired as well. Galazzi took Venus out on the blue line, but he'd completed the pass, and the Tigers player was a zone and a half away, and Venus expressing a few words of dissatisfaction with Galazzi, who thought it was fine to follow and finish his hit, but the play had been passed up. It was well gone. It was a very late hit. So a 2-minute minor penalty for late hit on Bees Galazzi, timed at 21 minutes and 14 seconds. So the second power play of the game for the Telford Tigers. Bees battle for it. Venus carries it through to the slot, runs on to Silverthorne, gets the shot away. Pad save for the Bees netminder. Plant picks up the rebound, shot goes through, and a high stick comes twirling in, and there's a bit of a pushing and shoving with Ross Venus. There was a bit of a tie-up with him and Galazzi earlier on, so he's not the biggest of the Bees fans, but a bit of pushing and shoving in the slot area. Watkins releases the puck, goes cross ice, takes a deflection off the boards. Aston skates down now. Fielder. Of course, those two played together in junior hockey for years, and Fielder's going to go for tripping as Aston goes through. Deacon was unable to pin him against the boards, and Aston fell over his stick, and he's going to pick up a 2-minute penalty. It's a delayed penalty, and as Josh Kelly makes contact with the puck, it's a 2-minute minor penalty for tripping. Jones banks it off the right side. McKenzie on the backhand, down to Lakovic down low. Just in the corner of the ice pad now, up to the top of the circle. Walks it down, McKenzie cycling round. The Tigers moving well to pull the Bees out of position. A shot from Jones on the point. Deflects off to the right side. Lakovic goes over to Venus. Shot from Jones. One-timer from Lakovic. And it was the skate of the defenseman coming across the front. I think it was Mogg there. But it might not have been.
That was so close. I think Rob thought that was already in.
It was 65, and the shot came across from and deflected off Steed's skate. He's beaten the netminder, but Steed was just skating through the front of there and deflected off his skate and denied the Tigers a power play goal. 1 minute and 1 second with a man advantage. Parallel across the goal line, deflected off Goss's pads into the back of the net. An even strength goal at the, I think it was about 8 minutes, just checking in. Yeah, 8 minutes, 12 seconds. That's been the only goal of the night. Fielder hit the crossbar in the first period for the Bees, and that was very nearly a power play goal if it wasn't for the skate of Harvey Steed preventing the Tigers from picking up a power play goal. Hook now in the Tigers' end, and a shot goes to Steed.
11 Hook had the momentum there, and obviously came round the back of the net and just laid it on nicely for Steed to finish it into the net.
Annika sat cheering the Bees. Good game so far. Attempted stick lift from Dan Mitchell, but Antonov outclasses him. Carries the puck down. Galazzi tries to turn on the puck. Dan Mitchell goes in. A little bit of stick work. The Bees bench are calling for a cross-check. And there's a bit of a tie-up with Galazzi and Mitchell now. There's probably about 30 years between the two of them.
Lovely
I don't know whether I'm exaggerating or not. because Dan's still in his team.
Oh, it's getting chippy now.
I can remember refereeing Galazzi in Guildford about 15 or 20 years ago. Perhaps I've been a little bit harsh in terms of the age difference, but the two of them are not happy bunnies. Bit of a stick tie up there between the two of them. There's pushing and shoving behind the net as well. There's a grab on Clemence's shirt. Galazzi goes in. A very physical period as we come to the end. There's a tie up behind the neck. I think that's fair to say there's a bit of a melee in there, James, at the moment. And you can tell that now the Bees are back in the game, the tensions are building up. And
at the end of the second period, it was all about the Bees, who ended up with a 1-1 game, having scored a short-handed goal. Let's see who Sean Westlake had to chat to at the end of the second period.
Hi guys, yeah, I'm here with Telford newbie Ross Venus. Good afternoon, you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you finding it, settling in with the Telford guys?
Yeah, good. Everyone's a great group of guys. Familiar with the rink. I played here quite a long time ago now, but yeah, I know most of the guys anyway, so it's been an easy transition.
What's the switch like, obviously, from Elite League down to this, playing in this Spring Cup?
Yeah, I'm not sure really. I think the speed is a bit different. The guys are still skilled in this league, especially, you know, there's a few Elite League guys playing in this, so I think the level's right up there.
So you've only had a couple of weeks now to get to know the guys. What's the mood like in the dressing room?
Yeah, really good. Everyone's upbeat. Everyone's having a good time. Like, obviously, we haven't been at the rink, haven't played any games in a long time, so everyone's just happy to be here and really upbeat.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's turn to the game in hand. Bracknell, I think the first period we were on top. Second period, now they've got that goal, they're getting a bit more chippy and physical. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think we're the better team here. Obviously, the first period, as you said, we were on top. Couple sloppy plays, we let them get back into it. But I think if we have a strong third here, then we should be fine. Yeah, definitely. It's never good when you take penalties. Last week there was a lot of them. So yeah, it was good to get our PP going and see how that's looking, because we didn't get many chances last week. So yeah, it can only benefit us going forward.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks ever so much for taking the time to talk to us, and we'll speak to you soon.
We'll take a look at the third period very soon and find out who's going to be triumphant straight after these. Let's take a look at the third period action. The game is tied 1-1. It could be anybody's game, but who will be triumphant? Let's take a look at the third period action.
Puck behind the back of the net. Bit of work now, just trying to work it out. Bobby Chamberlain plays it up off the boards. Jackson in D, hovering and waiting for the puck. Backhand round the play. And a penalty call. I'm not sure if it was a high stick, but I think it was between Chamberlain and Shrewdra.
Shrewdra, yeah, 27 is it? Yeah.
Carried out the end zone by Steve, who's the Bees players at the moment. Shoot with that short-handed goal a little earlier. Jones carries it behind the net, but good forecheck and pressure coming now from the Bees. Good work from Harewood. Passes through to the high slot. Plant gets the puck, and this time it goes in the back of the net.
Brilliant
Ross
goal.
Venus across to Plant in the high slot, puts it onto the gets the shot away quick and puts it in the back of the net at. So now, will momentum shift in favour of the Tigers, or will this give the Bees a boost?
Scored by number 17.
Lakovic puts the brakes on in front of the bench. Give and go back to Lakovic to McKenzie and puts it in the empty slot. That's a great play now. And as we were saying before, Lakovic then gets the pass that comes across. Bit of a tussle on the boards there, just in front of the Zamboni garage. And Slider's skate shop. That's another one. Right there, now Chamberlain drives in. Big hit on the boards there from Martin. Hook gets caught up in the play. And suddenly, the Bees getting more physical and making the Tigers work for it. Jones cuts through the middle now. Fakes the delay, comes through the slot, tries to get into Silverthorne. A brilliant play. I think it was Jones that passed the puck through. Silverthorne, the puck bobbled on him, get it onto his forehand and puts it past Goss to put the Tigers for their third goal. The third goal this period from Jason Silverthorne, putting them 4-1 up. Time of goal, 51 minutes and 47 seconds. So the Telford Tigers now, 3 unanswered goals in this period. And great work from Jason Silverthorne coming in the slot. Jones was the playmaker, got the puck for him. It bubbled onto his stick, and he was just able to tap it in behind Goss to make the score 4-1 here at the Telford Ice Rink. Now, tap forward, Hook drives forward, Brad Day skates out, passes it through to the right side, it banks off the boards, Weaver picks it up, tries to feed it through, but well held up by Long. Plant stick goes across, Long stumbles, and you could tell he wanted the penalty for that, and Perrin, the front referee, has got his arm up for a penalty, so it's a 2-minute minor penalty for tripping, first penalty of the night for the Telford Tigers. Backhanded tip through, Sam Watkins picks it up, Jones is with him. Joe Aston's with him, gives it to Joe, comes off his skate. Joe takes it behind the back of the net, banks it off the board. Dan Mitchell winds up, shoots through, deflects from the leg pad of Bradley, runs on to the netminder. The puck's loose and it goes in the back of the net. You can see the defenseman hovering over it. Jones has thrown a hit now. There's a battle there, and the battle's going to be all about, because the puck was picked up behind the netminder, but it wasn't covered by the netminder. We could see it, the players could see it, the defenseman was frustrated. They were wrestling for the puck, but it ended up in the back of the net. So on 59 minutes and 38 seconds, the Tigers' 5th goal of the night goes in the back of the net. I didn't see which player got his stick to it.
Sam Jones, I believe it was.
Sam
Jones.
Well,
he certainly was the one that had a ding-dong after the goal, but I'm pretty sure Sam Jones.
Nice to see that then the Tigers' 5 goals have been spread amongst the team.
What a fantastic third period with 2 goals in quick succession in under a minute. Sean Westlake is ringside having a chat to tonight's man of the match, Nick Oliver.
Guys, yeah, I'm here with Telford man of the match, Nick Oliver. Nick, how you feeling?
Arms hurting. Bit deadlocked.
How did you think that match played out? So the first 2 periods a bit even, and then third period Telford seemed to put their foot on the gas.
Yeah, I thought we were all over them on shots on goalie. The goalie was standing on his head a bit, and then in the end of the second, we kind of let down and they kind of got back on us, and then in the third, our goals started going in and just took it away, really.
So obviously, man of the match is a big thing. You've had a year out of hockey. What have you been doing with yourself?
Just been working with my business and trying to keep fit. And
what is your business?
Detailing Kings and wrapping Kings.
Oh, right, okay. And where's that based?
It's in Market Drayton.
Oh, right, okay. So there you go. There's a bit of advertising for you. So obviously, man of the match.
Yeah.
How did you think you played yourself?
I thought I played solid. I think I was +2. But with the help of Sam Jones and our forwards are playing on top today on the sides, I thought we all played a good team effort.
How has the new guys settled in with obviously the core of the Telford guys that have stayed from last season?
I think it's really good. I think the room's really positive. Everyone's getting along just as the same, really. I think everything's the same. All getting along.
And were you glad when Tommy picked up the phone to you and asked you to come back?
Yeah, without hesitation, I said yes straight away.
Because last year you played really, really well, and loads of people said how good you was. Obviously, there was a lot of injuries to like Weaver, and you had to step in.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. Glad to be back.
Right. Well done, mate, on your man of the match. Thank you very much. If you could just give Tom Watkins a shout for me, and we'll have him on.
Cheers.
Let's find out what Tom Watkins thought of tonight's 5-1 victory over the Bees.
OK, I've got Tom Watkins here with me. Right then, Coach. Happy with that?
Yeah, I thought for 50 minutes we were the better team. I thought we started well. We created a lot of good chances. Gossie had a great game for the Bees there and probably kept us out. I think we could have probably been maybe 2 or 3 up. Lost our way a little bit in the second period. They got that short-handed goal and they probably took over the game at that point. And I think just said to the boys at the third period, keep it simple, be direct and start moving our feet a little bit more and switch a couple of groups tonight around just to try and get us going. And it works sometimes and it doesn't others. And tonight it kind of seemed to work through the third period there. But our top 6, we've got a lot of talent in there, a lot of big names. Our bottom 6 have been fantastic. Our third and fourth line, Jack, Sam, Mitch, Joe, Austin and Finn, they've all done a great job for us, and it shows tonight we were able to start our fourth line at the period and finish the game with them. So giving a lot of faith to these guys, and they're certainly responding.
So 2 things I've got to say. A big change from last week. We've stayed out the penalty bin, so that must be a big thing for you.
It must just be the officials or something, I don't know. I said that to Carl on the way around at the third period. The game was good tonight. I think it went both ways. We were a little bit, we had our power play opportunities and we were a little bit suspect on them, and I think we're overplaying, we're not keeping that simple. We've got to let that evolve a little bit, and I went back to a familiar group with Scott, with Sills and Weaves for the third period, and it's just finding our way, and I think once we get one and we get a little bit comfortable with each other, that'll happen.
And you're still running the 4 lines?
Absolutely. We've got 4 lines that can play, and that's the key. So we've got plenty of bodies, we've got plenty of depth. Guys tired, little niggles. We're able to use those guys on the PK that are not on the power play, and long term, that's a good thing for us.
Good to see that goals came from different players as well, Sean.
Yeah, and it's good to see that the goals come from different players as well.
Yeah, you want to spread that through your team as much as you can. You're going to have guys that are going to be leading scorers and kind of take control of that, but it takes time. We're only 3 games in. We had chances tonight, but I was pleased that we were able to finish the game nice and strong.
And just one more big thing, I think that the younger guys that are here in Telford, they've stepped up the mark, especially the likes of Sam Watkins, Jack Watkins, Joe Aston. They look like new players.
I wouldn't class Jack as young.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
To be fair to those guys, Sam, Finn, Joe, Mitch, they had a great season last year. They had a fabulous season, and it's only right that they get out and they play, and they're in this competition with some GB quality guys going head to head. Like you said, we were able to match our 4th line against their 1st tonight, and that helps us.
So onwards and upwards then. Next tomorrow night, away to Bracknell again. Do you expect they'll change?
Away to Bees hockey tomorrow.
Sorry, yes, away to Bees hockey. Yeah, sorry.
I haven't been there for a long time. I think the pad's pretty similar, so it's just getting used to that surround and making sure we start hard and we can try and play for 60 minutes.
So you'll be hoping for 4 wins out of 4.
Hopefully, hopefully we'll be able to come back and enjoy a few beers on the way home.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right, thank you ever so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Sean also caught up with one of the Bees players.
Okay, we've got Ryan Webb.
Stand close, yeah.
Hi Ryan, how are you?
Hi, yeah, good, thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How did you think the match went from a Bees perspective?
Yeah, I think you guys came out pretty quick. Intensity was high, and I think we started well. Second period, we got back into it 1-1. I think the third we sort of maybe dropped off a little bit. You guys came out really hard, and as soon as you got those couple of goals and we were 2 goals down, it was tough from there on. But good game all round. I think it'd be good to go tomorrow and smaller rinks. So
you're 4 games in.
Yeah.
How are you guys settling in? Obviously with the new players, just like Telford's got. How are you finding it?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. It's tough. We only had 4 practices before our first game, and obviously we had a lot of new guys, and so yeah, the first couple of games were hard. I think we're all getting our fitness levels back now, so yeah, it just takes time.
What have you been doing yourself? Obviously, we've all had a year off from hockey. What did you find yourself doing?
So initially, I didn't do a lot of fitness, and then when the cup was announced, I started doing a lot of running. It's always hard to recreate hockey off the ice. It's so hard, and you can do everything, and you come on the ice and you feel terrible. So I think running really helped. Ran a lot of miles, which got me prepared, which was good.
How can you see this Spring Cup panning out?
I think it's been great so far. All the setup's been great. It's been good to get back on the ice, and I think hopefully we can carry it through, and the league starts straight back up, and then we have maybe a little bit of a break, carry on training, and then go straight again into the next year, into the next league.
What's your thoughts on the streaming? Obviously, there's no fans in here, no chanting and shouting and screaming.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
At first, it was weird, but I think we've got used to it really quickly. Parents and girlfriend watch the stream, and they've said it's really good quality, and yeah, it's great. I think it's really good to be able to offer that to the fans, and it's definitely weird not having the atmosphere, but I think everyone wants to win, so the intensity's still there, which is great.
Mate, great effort tonight. Have a safe journey home. I hope you do well tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
Thanks
very
for
much.
joining us here, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well done, and congratulations to our 50-50 winner, our shirt off your back winner, and everybody that's taken part, made additional contributions by making donations, buying the stream, and of course, all the sponsors that have supported the coverage here on the stream for the Telford Tigers. A fantastic 5-1 win for the Telford Tigers in Shropshire tonight. Tomorrow night, they head on the road to Slough to take on the Bees, and our next home game is Sunday afternoon from 2. Thanks for watching the coverage of the game and tonight's highlights. Don't forget our live stream of all the Tigers games. Details can be found on the Tigers website and all the social media streams.